What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos come together to talk about nerd shit. And today we have a very special episode. Ed, can you excuse me? Your drinking is very loud in my ear.
Well, you can hear that, can't you?
We have a very special episode today to celebrate our 174th episode. We reached out to our fans and said, hey, what do you want us to talk about this week? And our good old friend Eric Jew was like, y'all should do a Taco Bell ranking episode, combining things that Miguel likes and things that Ed likes. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me is
Miguel Sanchez.
And Deadpool.
And typically on this podcast, what?
Sorry, the things that we like is I like Taco Bell and Ed likes rankings.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
And then typically what we like to do on this podcast is we like to do some entertainment news, movie news, video game news, and then we have a feature discussion about, let's say, I don't know, a movie. Very clearly. And then we talk about what we're into. But this week's a little bit special. We're going to talk about, we're going to rank some Taco Bell items. We all picked 5 of the exact same things. And then from that 5, we will then rank. Miguel, I'm going to hand this over to you. You're the Taco Bell master here.
Okay, yeah.
These things.
No, I resent this, but I do tend to, like, drunkenly by the end of an episode start ordering Taco Bell. So I think this is why this has fallen in my lap. So what we'll do is, again, I was just going to rank them off of memory alone. I didn't think we.
It's my fault. That's why, because I don't remember how certain Taco Bell flavors taste like. It's not like I hate Taco Bell. I think I would go there more often if I could. I think just like the distance of it. I've never really had enough of it, but now I wanted to get a refresher.
It's not in your rotation. And so since Luis wanted to eat Taco Bell.
And, you know, for that immersive experience for our audience, like, I don't want to talk about food from memory, you know, let's eat it.
No, that's good. And you know what's crazy is I actually had a crash out earlier this week where I think it was the end of last week where I was like, I just fucking don't want Taco Bell anymore. I'm tired of feeling this way. And then you guys were like, we're going to fucking do Taco Bell on the podcast. I was like, cool. All right. Sick. All right. One last time.
Well, let's list everything that we got.
What a great idea. Ed, do you want to read the list?
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I don't have it in front of me, but I'll tell you just from looking at the boxes in front of me. No, hang on, I got this.
No, I got it.
All right.
No, go ahead.
Just from looking at the packaging in front of me, I've got a chalupa. We went beef. Oh, the other thing is we ordered these with no substitution. So, like, I normally don't get sour cream, but fuck it. Tonight we're getting the pure Taco Bell experience. Okay. So we got a beef chalupa supreme, cheesy double beef burrito, Doritos Locos crunchy taco, crunch wrap supreme. And we got the Cantina chicken quesadillas. Okay. So we tried to get one of essentially everything. You know what I mean? Not everything, but like we tried to get, like, you know, the bite of everything. Variety. Yes. And now you all know that Taco Bell is essentially the same thing repackaged 3 times. But here we are. And so we're going to go one by one. We're going to all have a bite of each thing. We're going to rank them. And then we'll take a little break and come back bellies full of Taco Bell.
So now we're going to eat it. So you don't have the ASMR experience, right?
Yeah, we're not doing that. No. And you don't want that. You guys don't want it. We don't want it. Okay. But we'll have a bite of everything and then we'll rank it.
I might pipe in after each bite. Like not.
I would love to hear thoughts. Yeah.
It may not. This is going to be super casual. It may not. It may go in the edit. It may not. You might have just like moments where we like have little critiques. But if not, we're going to go right into the ranking after this.
Yeah, and first off, I love that you feel like you needed to say that. I just assume anytime Ed's eating something, he's talking about the food also. Like,
right.
Ed is naturally
going to zest of it all, you know.
Fucking lemon zest.
three or 4 words you never hear associated with Taco Bell. The lemon zest of it all. It's got a tang that resonates from a lime. But
I'm just not realizing
because it's cold as hell. This is the first one that's super cold.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. All right, chalupa.
Chalupa. Hang on. What?
Here, you guys go get a look at the chalupa.
You know, it's the crunchy, soft tortilla that does it with a chalupa. I gotta say, is it outrageously priced? Yes.
Let's talk about that. Ed, how much did you pay for that? First off, Taco Bell has gone way up in price. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So for me, it's listed at $5.59.
It's not far off from
which might as well be $6.
Yeah, I mean that's insane. Taco Bell used to get so much food for $10. Oh, you got the Baja Blast. That's the one thing I didn't get.
Oh yeah, had to do the Baja Blast. Had to.
Okay. All right. So that's a chalupa.
So we shouldn't eat the whole thing, right? Like, no, that's actually
No,
a bad
I
idea.
would. I wouldn't. No, because you're gonna
Okay,
get too
thank you.
full. And that's the other thing is these guys were like, "Should I get my free taco with this?" And I was like, "I don't think you understand how much Taco Bell we just ordered." Like,
Yeah.
I don't. But hey, let's live Moss. Next, let's go. We just did a soft one. Let's do a. You want to do a crunchy one?
Okay,
You guys want to do the Doritos Locos next?
let's do it.
Now, can I say I've never been one of those people who get this one.
Yeah.
I've always been. I'm not like a huge Doritos fan. I'll be honest.
Look at that.
It comes with its own little box.
Mm-hmm.
Got to protect the merch.
What'd you guys think? Did that Doritos flavor come through for you guys?
Not at all.
Nope.
Wow.
Not at all.
I love a crunchy taco because it's like the palate cleanser of it all. It's just like give me just a crunchy texture bite, and that's about it.
I will say you want to attack these pretty early. I ordered this. Okay, so it's 7:25 at my time. I ordered this about 25, 35, 45 minutes ago. Oh wow,
Fuck.
45 minutes ago. These were ordered. So my taco got a little soft. Even my chalupa, it got a little soft. So
Got stuck to the package. Mine did.
Mine did too, a
Like
little bit.
the whole south end of my taco just kind of fell off.
all right. So which one do we want to do next?
Let's go burrito and then Crunchwrap Supreme.
And we'll finish
Ugh.
it out with the quesadillas. I love it.
Yeah, because
I'll tell you
quesadilla,
what.
you can't go wrong with a
This
quesadilla.
burrito. This is the one I was looking forward to.
Ooh. I tell you what, man, this one's a dangerous one. I like this one a lot. This is
It's a
the
little
cheesy
too
double
good.
beef burrito.
And if you get it fresh, you still get that crunchy chip on the inside, which I
'cause
love.
The tortilla strips are in there.
Oh, definitely soft as hell. But thank you for
Yeah.
telling me that. I can see the vision.
Which tends to elevate this particular burrito. But yeah, it just depends how fresh you're getting it.
The cheese, the meat.
That's good. That's good, baby. That's content right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, all of this I've had drunkenly after a podcast many times.
Oh
okay?
yeah. Hey, I've even done it sober.
I'm not gonna lie. I have hidden Taco Bell trash by the next morning. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to have this conversation. You said the Crunchwrap Supreme. This one is one, if I may, just I do not order this one ever.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a very popular one. People
It
like
is.
it.
Since we're talking about it, we did have 2 shout outs for the Crunchwrap Supreme from Eric Jew, who also suggested this whole endeavor, and then Francesca.
Shout out, Franny.
Francesca. She said Crunchwrap Supreme. I'll tell you what Sarah's was, and she's enjoying hers in the other room right now as we speak. The crunch and the Crunchwrap is gone, but in essence, it's still there.
This was the thing I used to get all the time in high school. When I saw this, I was like, wow, what innovation, what uniqueness that Taco Bell is bringing. And this is when I realized that's what Taco Bell brings. It brings uniqueness and innovation. However, that was a long time ago. And now it feels kind of like a relic of its time, and not in a good or bad way, just that's like as a fact.
That's what it is.
It is
A
what it is.
staple.
A staple of an era. And I don't think I order this one as much either. It is like a commitment.
It's
You know
a
what I
big-
mean? Look at this. It's a big thing.
It's
I will
huge.
say this. It does one of my favorite things that Taco Bell does, but also all too rarely, which
Okay.
is the grilled tortilla.
Good
Like,
point.
one of my favorites, I think I've talked about it before, but one of my favorite things that Taco Bell ever had was the grilled stuffed burrito.
Oh,
where
bring
they-
that back.
Please bring it back. They've got this bullshit grilled stuff, grilled cheese stuffed burrito.
Mhm.
So you've got this like greasy cheese all on the outside. It's just like, overindulgent. But like that texture, that crunchy.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yours is
you
really
gotta.
good.
That's. I was just gonna say
My-
that was pretty good. Mine's not nowhere
Yours
near
is-
as good.
Yours is third, mine's second, Ed's is first.
Yeah, Ed, show
Yeah.
us one more time. Let's see it. That little char in it.
That's a good little
That's
even
good.
char.
That's
That is-
good.
Let me say, when you make tortillas, you need to have a little brown char,
Little brown.
little brown in there, because if
Hell
not,
yeah.
you're not making them right.
Good to see it. Good to see
I
it.
agree 1,000%.
Okay.
I normally don't order this one just because again it's just too big, and I just feel like the textures are never doing what I want them to do. You know what I mean? I'm like
That's
I
the
can
thing.
have this in another form.
That's the thing about the big things. You commit to the bigger things like the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Mhm.
You don't get to get all the little things.
And that's me. I'm a greedy little Taco Bell goblin. I'm like, let me get all of the things.
Well, if I eat a burrito and a taco,
Yeah.
I don't need the Crunchwrap
And
Supreme.
you know what? I didn't say this earlier, but when I order this food after late night, sometimes I'll hold on to the burrito because it holds surprisingly well till the next day.
Congeals.
to the next day, yeah.
And you throw it in the fridge, and then the next day you throw it in the microwave in the wrapper it came in. You know what I mean? There is something
dare I
glorious.
Dare I say,
What?
here's the Ed cooking tidbit of the week. You get like your cast iron skillet and sear that bitch both sides. Heat it up, microwave it first,
Sure.
and sear it. Get that grilled stuff
I love
burrito.
that.
I love that. First off, I love that for you, and I love that you have the patience and time to do that because I've
definitely done that. I've definitely like paused on eating a burrito or something. I'm just like, or before I even eat it, I'm just like, I'm gonna sear this bitch.
I love that. I love that. I just, for me, if it's the next day and I'm like, it's like I've remembered there's a burrito in the fridge, and I'm like, I need it now. Okay,
it's like God sent. Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this thing up with the Cantina chicken quesadilla. I will tell you this. I did have this recently for the first time, and the guacamole that comes with it. I don't know about you guys. You guys are welcome to try it. This is ass. Do not eat this.
Oh, okay.
I handed it straight to Sarah.
I love guacamole. That it is just really awful.
No.
It was not.
think
good.
Guacamole
like
at Taco Bell don't go.
I agree.
Anything with
I'm
like a
not you.
grill, like look at that one.
Y'all, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Man. I've got this. I just.
Oh,
I got a picture.
Luis, I think you won that one.
I
That
know,
one
that,
looks
that
great.
looks good. That looks
like you
good.
got
That's
some
how I make
melty
my
cheese
quesadillas.
going on that one. Since we're here, I want to give
Yeah.
a shout out to, because I feel like I'd be remiss to our audience members if we didn't talk about this, but Sarah did order the good old Mexican pizza,
Nice.
which I have here. I got half of it, and yeah, this was one where when they brought it back, everybody was raving about it.
Mhm.
I never had it before the comeback.
Mhm.
I appreciate it for what it is. It's like the Crunchwrap without the wrap,
Yeah.
basically.
I was never into the Mexican pizza. I missed out on that hype, and then when it came back, I didn't appreciate the glory of it all. All right, so we've tried all of the 5 items that we have. I do want to give a couple shout outs. There's some honorable mentions that aren't here today, but like a cheesy gordita crunch. All right, babies. I love a cheesy gordita crunch. The ranch sauce that they put on that is delicious. I loved it. They recently have started with the street chalupas. The very first time I ever had a street chalupa at Taco Bell, this is gonna sound so dumb, I thought it was great. I was like, I love this. But then the second iteration of it that they just came out with I was not a fan of. But
Do they still
overall-
have the cheesy gordita crunch or no?
Yes, they do.
yeah, they do. And I honestly would have, in my perfect world, I would have had a chalupa, a cheesy gordita crunch, and like a crunchy taco. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that would have really satisfied. But I wanted to make sure that we all had something different,
Okay.
quote unquote. So that was the 5. I'm going to give you guys just a quick minute to, unless you already have it in your head.
I think I'm ready to go.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
cool.
All right.
All right, let's start at number 5. This is the bottom of the list. Let's go one by one. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hang on. I'm gonna quick.
I'm gonna go first. I'll tell you what, because I already know him. I already know him off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay. So my least favorite out of everything, and I've had it a couple different times, and every time I have it, I'm like, this is my least favorite thing from Taco Bell, and like in a way that I kind of despise it. Number 5 for me is the Cantina chicken quesadillas. Okay. I really just the quesadillas in general. I really don't like. There's like that sauce that comes on it. It's like a cheesy sauce or whatever. And I just feel like I just feel like it's chicken sauce. It's not even like, it doesn't feel good when I eat it. And I usually hate myself afterwards. So for me, number 5 is the Cantina chicken quesadilla. And like I said, I had the guacamole the last time I had this thing thinking it would be good. And it was just absolute ass. So yeah, bottom of the list, knew it right away. Ed, go ahead. Number 5 for you, Ed.
I'll go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Keep eating, Luis.
Hungry boy.
Hey, I've been holding out until 9 to get this dinner. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The big, like the most immediate disappointing thing that we just had for me was the Dorito Loco taco.
Fair enough.
Not just because obviously it's been sitting a while. I can forgive that because that's just the nature of Taco Bell. But yeah, you really don't get a whole lot out of that flavor for me, anyway. for nearly twice the price of a regular crunchy
taco. Absolutely.
Yeah, if anything, like I got a little extra cancer in it, but I just don't. Yeah, it wasn't a wow factor for me. So for
You
that,
didn't find yourself going loco.
I didn't. No, not loco, not loco. That
Fair
was
enough.
not the thing that made me loco today.
All right, Luis, let's hear it. What's your number 5?
All right, I got my list ready to go. I feel pretty good about it. I think there's going to be a bell curve of like not into it, really into it. And I'm excited to do a part 2 of these, to be honest, because talking
There's
about
so much
cheesy
more.
gordita crunch, like doing another pass would be great. And then to do a matchup between this top 5 and then the other top 5 for the ultimate 5. Do you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
So this is League A, and then we'll do League B, and then we'll have like the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
of
we all know
Taco
how
Bell.
brackets. Yeah, we brackets. Yep.
Oh, yeah, brackets. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with something that I thought would be good. And I think it's actually kind of difficult to make. It's like simple, but also you can really not do a good job of it because things congeal, and can just have one flavor that runs throughout it all. That's the quesadilla. I think the quesadilla for me is number 5. Immediately, I was talking about adding sour cream. I was adding salsa to it. There's no real texture inside of it. If it had, you saw how much burnt it was on the outside, but I wish it was more. I think it's okay. Will I eat it? Of course, I'll eat everything here. But this one's going to be in my bottom.
Like, would you order of any of us? Would you order that bottom 5 item ever again? Or
I would ever again. That's tough.
I would not order that Dorito taco ever. Again.
That's my question. You would.
I've never felt the need to, and this just solidified that fact.
Can I appreciate something though? I appreciate that you're just like, I just don't like it, and that's okay. Because it's not like you were like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever had. You know what I mean?
It's Taco Bell. I can't get that passionate about it. You know?
No,
what I
I
mean?
know. What about you, Luis? Would you order those quesadillas again?
Probably not. I would probably not order these quesadillas again. And I think you talking about all these other Taco Bell items like a cheesy gordita crunch and the streets chalupa, I might want to venture over there because the other things that I really like, I would probably order 1 or 2 of them.
Absolutely,
instead of
yes.
this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that was my number 5.
All right, number 5. All right, let's go to number 4. I'm looking. You know what?
But will I will I later tonight when I'm very hungry eat
I'm about to go
this?
put all this in the fridge right now.
I'm going to eat this quesadilla later. Yes, absolutely.
So for me, my number 4, 4 and up, I definitely would order again. I'm putting them where they go for favoritism. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go number 4 for me. Is kind of the cousin of the quesadilla cousin. All right, I'm gonna go with the Crunchwrap Supreme. That's my number 4 item. I would absolutely order this again, and honestly, this time I was like, oh, that's actually not what I was expecting. It's my problem with it is it's just like a pocket of lettuce. You know what I mean? Definitely nothing wrong with lettuce or veggies or anything like that. But it sometimes just feels like it's weird that it's like steaming the lettuce in the bag. You know what I mean? It's just like a bit of an odd texture for me.
I think that is always the fine line with Taco Bell or indeed any other fast food. Is like once it's been sitting in that wrapper, like when you get a burger at McDonald's, you don't need all that lettuce and stuff because it gets gross. Same could be said about Taco Bell. Like crunchy taco, it's sprinkled on top, whatever, great. But
I will tell you this: I've seen so many people make. Everyone's always like, "This is how you make it at home." I feel like it is what it is. Yeah. I feel like someone making a Crunchwrap Supreme just in their kitchen and was like, "Here you go, Miguel." I think it would obviously just be 10 times, 100 times better. You know what I mean? I would eat that up. But for me, number 4, I would order this again. But the Crunchwrap Supreme. Ed.
All right, my number 4. You guys have already kind of talked about it. I would put that quesadilla there, the Cantina chicken quesadilla. Okay. I think it's one of those items that you go into knowing what to expect. Easy peasy. No, like none of that extra. I mean, granted, they give you all that like guacamole and stuff. I whiz past that. I just want the thing. But like I said, you were talking about that kind of sauce that it comes with. Yeah. I don't mind that sauce. It's a little zesty. It might need like some sour cream just to dip into, I think. but overall, like I said, it's just like predictably okay. Like when me and Sarah are sharing or whatever, she wants a quesadilla. Boom, 2 slices of quesadilla each. I'm happy
There
with
you
that.
go.
I'll take that.
Yeah, sure, and that's not bad. I would say
Yeah.
this is we went with the cantina version, but I think we could have gotten the regular quesadilla for way cheaper.
Not way cheaper. I looked into that shit.
Well, you're
It's
probably
actually
right. What is it, like 40
it's
cents
really
cheaper?
not. No,
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I'm going to pull it up right now, actually.
Go
to
ahead.
prove this.
I just think like the guacamole and the sour cream and the cheese on top of the quesadilla, all of
Yeah.
these like adds up, I assume. And I just felt like maybe it's the basic one. If I wasn't gonna like it anyway, I might as well just gone with the basic one.
Yeah. Okay, so look, the chicken quesadilla, according to my app,
In Texas.
the regular chicken quesadilla is $6.59. The cantina chicken quesadilla is $6.49. So 10 cents cheaper than the regular
Damn.
one.
That's Taco Bell is
And the steak one is $6.79.
Taco Bell prices are absolutely insane right now. We're doing way
They don't
too
even
much.
make any fucking sense, to be honest.
No, literally.
Yeah. So there you go. And you don't even get all the fancy sauces with the regular one. So what's happening?
There you go. All right, number 4 for Ed, the quesadilla. Luis,
Number
what do you
4
think?
for me is going to be something I'll order. Like, I'm feeling kind of crazy. Let's order it. But I think it's a little limiting for me because I also like to order a multitude of things.
Mhm.
It's a Crunchwrap. The Crunchwrap Supreme is number 4. I think this would have been Little Louis top 2, top 3,
Sure.
top 2 long ago. I think I've aged out of the Crunchwrap Supreme. I respect it. I appreciate it. But I think I'd like to, venture around and get multiples of different flavors.
Mhm.
It's got the lettuce in there. We're having a good time. But can be a little bready sometimes if the filling isn't full.
Mhm.
And that's what I have. My Crunchwrap number 4.
It should be noted that 4 out of the 5 things that we got this evening all had ground beef. So
Yeah. Well, to me, you know what? And this is just me. That's just like basic Taco Bell to me. It just seems like
No,
ground
totally.
beef isn't everything.
because the
I
chicken
have-
tends to be a little gross.
No,
The steak
not-
is fine.
Yeah.
Or the quesadilla had chicken.
No, that's what I meant. It was like 4
Oh.
out of 5.
I
yeah.
accidentally
Listen, Luis.
ordered the chicken chalupas the other day, and I didn't realize it till I got home. And I was just like, well, I've already ordered it, might as well eat it. And it was definitely like a very dry, chewy experience. And because I was just like, oh, this is not. And of course, I got no sour cream, but it was just like, man, the sour cream really would have helped this, or put some salsa on it. It was
You'll never hear Miguel request sour cream, so
that's how you know.
that's how
Okay.
dry it was. It's like,
Um,
damn, I need some sour cream.
We're moving through this list. Now we're at top 3. Okay. I'm like, these are the ones I like.
Locked
okay. Guys, I understand it was a little bit of a letdown for you guys tonight, but I have ordered this taco several times. And I'm always a fan. Number 3 for me is for sure the Doritos Locos tacos. Do I go loco for it? I don't know, maybe a little bit every now and then, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's the right amount of Dorito flavor because I'm not a super big Dorito fan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and I understand like you really want more of a punch from the Dorito
Yeah,
flavor.
absolutely.
I get that. But for me, it's just like, it's just like I liked that. That was good. I might get like one punchy bite and the rest of it is like, it's just the taco. But for me, I will definitely eat this again. Doritos Locos taco number 3.
All right, my number 3. I think it's just like I said, it still has the fresher it is, the better it is. But the good old Crunchwrap Supreme, it's like a nice solid one. I rarely order that. Like if I do, I feel like today's the day. I'm really craving that specific item, But generally speaking, it's not my go-to. However, I do enjoy it. Now, like Miguel, you were talking about kind of like the balance, and that I think that's anywhere you go for any fast food, but Taco Bell in particular, like sometimes you have a bite and it's all fucking lettuce or all fucking sour
bread.
cream and stuff like that. Yeah. Burritos are the biggest victim of that, and as a burrito lover, that's hard to overcome. But the Crunchwrap, this one that I just had, like I said, not the freshest. Obviously, it's been sitting there for a minute, but it was really nicely balanced. Like
That's great. That's great.
like in every bite, a little bit of everything, which I think is And like I said, had it been fresher and you get that actual crunch in the middle, like then it really pays off. So using memory tastes in the past, but like it's I think it's a solid go-to. I look at it kind of like as a different version of the Mexican pizza, which we already discussed, but like that would be like if I was, like I said, going crazy at Taco Bell, it would be between that or the Mexican pizza, I think. And they're both, I think, pretty close in price as well.
Again,
So
a really standout point for me this trip is just like, my God, I can't believe how expensive Taco Bell is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Ed initially said, let's try to keep it under $20, I appreciate that, but I was just like, that's never going to happen.
Well, like to what Luis was saying, and this like little tournament we're having, like I could make a case for the value menu.
Oh, for sure.
I think like there's enough variety in there currently, and they're also including a miniature grilled stuffed burrito right now
You
for
like
$3.
that bad boy.
I do. I fucking do. I won't tell you how much I've had it in the last 2 weeks, but it has some things. I think that would make an interesting, like its own little ranking. The value menu.
We might as well just have our podcast turn into a Taco Bell. We can do
sponsor us, guys. You know what I mean?
The under $20 thing, the over $20 tournament.
We could do it. The thing is if we really want to go viral eating Taco Bell, I was going to say, I was almost suggested this, is we have to do it in our cars. You have to just film yourself in your car. I promise you, dude.
Have you seen it where people like cook in their kitchen and then they go to their car to eat it?
Baby, there's people that'll cook in their cars. Okay,
I don't want to do that.
I'm not saying we have to. I'm just saying that content is that people
see that and they
up.
click it. I see it and I don't. So.
I love that. I definitely have like gone to the dark side of food videos.
Yeah.
A part of me kind of I understand it now. I'm not saying I like it, but I understand where it's going. But there are sometimes when I read the comments and everyone's just like, "Oh my God, you make that look so good." Did you guys see that clip? Pause. Did you see this clip where the food influencers were eating at that restaurant and the car went through the fucking window? Did you see that video? Yes,
No.
they were in a booth next to a window and a car lost control and came crashing through the restaurant. They survived. They went to the hospital. Everything's okay. But right before it happens, they do this thing that you see in all food videos now where they take the bite and you have to sell it. You know what I mean? It's like the eyes have to be closed and you have to be like, oh my God, that's so good. Right as they close their eyes, that car came crashing through the window. And it was like,
God was just like,
I don't want them to be hurt. I'm very glad they're okay, and I really don't harbor ill will towards them specifically. But like food content,
timing of it all,
bro. I mean, he was basically like in ecstasy of this bite, and then a car came crashing through the window, and I was like, "Yeah, we could wrap this up. That would be good." You know what I mean?
I think.
Go ahead, Ed.
Sorry. I'm just like, we're gonna dog on influencers. I just like, there's a certain air of entitlement that comes with food influencers.
Sure.
Like food critics, they'll just walk in and expect everybody to be like, "Oh yes, here, have our food. Please rate us well on Yelp."
I saw a food influencer recently call themselves a foodie, and I was like, I feel like we've diluted that term down more than it already was, I guess, in the beginning. It's like, just because you eat Taco Bell in your car, like that doesn't make you a foodie. You're just eating Taco Bell in your car and filming it. You know what I mean? For clicks, exactly. Like a foodie is someone who appreciates like good food.
Right. Goes out the way.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And stands in line for 45 minutes. The people that do that for content, at least I appreciate that a little bit more. But it's like, if you're getting the new burger from Burger King, which is the same burger as last week, but this time it has a sauce on it. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not a foodie in my eyes. You know what I mean?
No,
absolutely.
Yeah. You're just following a trend.
That was a nice. Yeah, go ahead. Has
anybody ever eaten like when they eat some food, they don't do the ecstasy face, or like?
So some people make content that are basically like every video they have something to complain about also, and it's like,
is there a middle ground where someone's like, oh, that's not bad, or like, is there like
That's us.
actual earnest reactions to what they're eating? They're like,
No, I think it's always one extreme or the other because in
Okay.
between doesn't sell. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It doesn't
What a
play as
world.
well on camera. I'm telling you, dude. No, I've and there's some that I've had to start blocking because I'm like, I cannot stand you. You are
Yeah.
driving me up a wall. What a fun little like mid review
I like that.
pause to just to talk about social media content.
Great.
Ed, you just did your number 3.
I'll do my number
Yes.
3.
Okay, so Luis, your number 3.
I'm liking where this is trending. This is my number 3. I think I have it as my number 3 because it's biteable, it's quickable, and it's got a little bit of like freshness to it.
Okay.
With a little lettuce and tomatoes. It's simple, but the Dorito taco. I think the Dorito taco comes in.
Wow.
It's got a little crispiness to the lettuce. It's got like a little, it's got all these kind of flavors, but in the end, I have a little lettuce to pick me up. And so the Dorito taco, I do love a Dorito in general. Cool Ranch growing up, then grew an affinity towards the cheese variety. I would crunch up some Doritos and put it in that Dorito just to get that punch of Dorito flavor that I want, that I expect.
Interesting.
But at this point, I might as well just get a regular taco instead of the Dorito one just to save money. I don't think there's really added benefit to getting the Dorito one except just for get some red coloring on there. So
For sure.
And also like I have a history of getting tacos from Jack in the Box, which are like flat and mushy and whatever and not good. This is better. But like, yeah, I'll put this in my number 3.
All right, I love that. I kind of love the way your list is going right now, Luis.
Well, thank you very much.
For no reason at all. No, I'm just surprised that Luis keeps like we're dancing.
I wrote this all down, so I'm not even changing anything, mind you.
I love it. I love it. My number 2. We're getting to the top 2 now. Listen, this is an easy number 1, number 2 for me. My number 2 absolutely knocks it out of the park. Is the cheesy double beef burrito, babies. Okay, this one it's a good value. Okay, first off, it's a lot of food for a decent price, and it's got a decent variety in the tortilla. It's got a sauce, it's got a meat, cheese, it's got the crunchy texture of the tortilla chips. So long as you eat it pretty quickly, the tortilla is usually never too much tortilla in every bite. I mean, it is just like I had one of these in the last like 5 years for the first time, and I was just like, oh, that's going up. You know what I mean? That's upper echelon Taco Bell for me. So absolutely, and especially if I was just like, oh, I'm not super hungry, but I need to eat something quick, bro. One of these could fill you up. You know what I mean?
100%.
For like $2.99 or $3.99 or something like that.
I got $2.79 down here in Texas.
That sounds about right. Yeah. So for me, number 2 is the cheesy double beef burrito, babies. I will fight you for it. You know what I mean?
I'm just let's not fight, let's hug, because it's my number 2 too.
Absolutely, baby.
It is like a general go-to of mine, and like you said, it could be a one and done item. Again, with Taco Bell, like all Taco Bells, it's one of those that falls victim to sometimes haphazard piecing together.
Sure.
So you get like just a mouthful of sour cream at the bottom or something like that, no balance or whatever, or just like a mouthful of tortilla. But generally speaking, and this one in particular tonight was actually a nice full one. And yeah, like you said, if it's fresh, you got the crispiness of the tortilla strips on the inside. It's a solid little taco it's burrito. I'm sorry.
Put some
And
respect.
like with like none of the other burritos really on the menu appealing to me these days. Like this has been my go-to.
I tell you what, this would be one that if they took it off the menu, that would maybe be one of the few menu items that I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Bring that back. That should not ever leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I did the beefy 5-layer burrito. It's bullshit.
I agree. I thought about that one only because of the namesake. Like beefy 5-layer burrito is a very like standard Taco Bell menu item for like 30 years. But I was just like, no, it's got to be the cheesy double beef burrito. Not that I didn't want to try one of those Cantina ones that you talked about. Those did look good.
They're good. They're solid. They fill that void of the grilled stuffed burrito.
One of them had the like lettuce and tomatoes and everything on it, and the only reason I said no to that one is because we were doing the crunch wrap, and I was like, I
almost prefer that one to the other one. Based off of the experiences I've had with both of them, I guess. But
which two are you comparing? I'm sorry.
So you got the two. You got the cheesy steak one,
Got
and
it.
then the Fiesta one with the lettuce and the tomatoes.
And you like
stuff.
the lettuce one better?
Almost, yeah, because it gives a nice little zesty appeal to it.
Sure.
But yeah, man, and I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, if those weren't a limited item, I would have maybe pushed for them harder.
Mm-hmm.
But because they're limited, we're talking about like just
we're staying
home
true.
Base. Yeah, we're staying true to Taco Bell. Like,
yeah.
So, but comes with that recommendation if you want.
I like that. We should have shouted that out in the honorable mentions, but I like that. It's like that's a pretty decent craving menu item.
Yes,
I'll have to try it. Luis, you're number 2. Let's hear it.
Amazing. So now we're entering into the area where I would order these. In fact, when I go to Taco Bell, I am ordering these top 2 for my menu for food. It's
All
like,
right.
yeah, those are the 2 I'm getting. And out of, we talked about ecstasy face. One of them, I had an ecstasy face. The other one, I was like, pretty good. I like it. And let's give it more credit than that. It was very good. So, but you also have to understand, me, Luis Gonzalez, is somebody. There's one type of Mexican food that I really fucking love. Okay.
And
it's not this one because this is my number 2. Okay. So.
Okay. Got it.
My number 2 is going to be the chalupa.
All right.
The chalupa is a nice. I could totally see it. Like if I wasn't in love, we already know what it is. If I wasn't in love with a burrito, like that would be my number 2. But when I took a bite of that fucking burrito, play the tape back. I was so happy. All right. I went to another world with the flavors and the zest. I'm not even talking about number 1. Let me talk about chalupa. The chalupa is super delicious. I was surprised about how good it was because I don't typically get the chalupa because one, I don't really know what it is. Like I don't see chalupas anywhere else but Taco Bell, so I didn't really know what to expect.
Fair
I
enough.
typically never got chalupas when I go to Taco Bell, but I'm happy that I did because now I will be ordering this. It's a way higher upgrade than a regular taco. It's got way more flavor. I don't need to really add anything to it. I could if I wanted to, but look at my chalupa right now. Gone.
Hell yeah,
you know what I mean?
dude.
So I mean, I've even that's completely gone. So yeah, chalupa is my number 2. Let me just say, washing it down with the Baja Blast, tremendous. I'm having a great time. I love eating and I love washing it down with a Baja.
Do you guys remember in the mid 2000s, they had the Baja? I want to say it was like Baja chicken chalupa,
Oh yeah.
and it was like it had like this kind of like zesty sour
It was like
cream
a ranch sauce or
or
something.
ranch,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah, and it had like sprinkled bacon on it as well.
Oh my god, dude! You
It
were
was
like
super
unlocking a
slutty.
memory. Yes, it was, dude.
There,
And-
there was a time where their
Wow.
chalupa game was something to be reckoned with.
because they were new to the Taco Bell game. And you know what? I just now put this together. Ever since that went off the menu, I never got a chicken chalupa or chicken item ever again.
Yeah,
It's like that really was the pinnacle of chicken tacos at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
My gosh, Luis, I'm only disappointed because I felt like we almost had a 5 for 5.
We were so linked up, you and me, at the
But-
I think that this is a very personal preference to me. That's why. I mean, I'm gonna spoil it. Is like obviously the burrito is my number 1.
Mhm.
Like because I just fucking love burritos. Like it's burritos on the menu. I know I'm gonna get a burrito.
Listen, I'm not mad. I think it's we've all 3 of us have landed in really solid number 2s. I was worried that someone was going to be like, chalupas suck dick. Get this shit out of my face.
No, it's surprisingly very good. I was surprised and I like it. Yeah.
Speaking of knowing, yeah, go ahead.
You're making me second guess my second choice.
No.
No, but because like generally, like I said, I literally order that burrito every fucking time. But having this chalupa this time, which has been the first time in a very long time, stirred something in me.
Well, I'll tell you this. For my number 1, you guys know it's the chalupa. I have had every time I've gone to Taco Bell in the last 20 years, I've gotten a chalupa. Chalupas are like hands down the taco that I have to get if I'm at Taco Bell. It is always good, except for when I got that chicken one by mistake, and that was a really dry chicken like taco. It was real chewy, you know what I mean? But generally speaking, I love the fact that the chalupa tortilla is a little crunchy, a little chewy. The beef and the cheese and the tortilla, even the sour cream really does work with it. I think when I was younger, I just felt like the sour cream would always overpower the flavor. But fuck me, I think it all really came together. I think the chalupa is the best Taco Bell item in my book. So for me, it is my number 1. Ed, I love the direction you went with your number 1.
Yeah, like I said, a burrito is my game kind of thing, and maybe this is just purely reactionary, but just like I said, having a bite of that chalupa, which to its credit was already kind of cooled down and stuff like that. It's been
Sure.
sitting for a minute, so it wasn't like hot, piping hot, fresh. Which like fresh hot chalupa is the best. You got
Come
that
on.
crunch still, but yeah, man, it's just like it is that combination of texture and flavor that just kind of elevates it a little bit, and it, like I said, it made me think of all those other chalupas, the golden age of chalupas at Taco Bell, which they should. I think they do have some other like chalupas going on right now on their menu, but I seldom go after it because they do tend to be a little pricey. I'm not happy with the price. It gets fifth place for price. I do not think this is a $6 chalupa.
I think
We
they
absolutely
probably
could
know
run
that it's a favorite that people, so they're able to skyrocket that price up.
We
Yeah,
absolutely could
absolutely.
run this back immediately just on price alone, and I think that would
Yeah.
shift a lot of answers.
Oh, absolutely. Like if you were doing both flavor and price, like bang for your buck, the burrito wins hands
down a 10 out of 10 every time. That
Yeah.
absolutely.
But no, yeah, there was something just a little bit magical and nostalgic about taking a bite out of that chalupa just now and finishing it. So yeah, that was nice.
Luis, I want to give you the time to talk more about the burrito if you want to, but obviously the number one is the burrito for you.
It's so cozy and so good. Yeah.
But I do have a quick question. I have not finished any of the food in front of me because I don't like people watching me eat.
Yeah.
But what's left on your plates right now? Like, is anything fully gone?
So yeah, the chalupa, you saw a little piece. Here's the Dorito taco. So pretty much
Gone.
almost done.
Almost
I
done.
I could eat this bite right now.
One little
I
bite.
can eat it right now. And then really I saved the best for last for me. And it's the cheesy double beef burrito.
Love it.
It's my favorite one. It's the best one for me. I'm savoring it, and I'm going to annihilate this thing. The only thing that's going to be left for me is this crunch wrap that I'll probably get later today. That's half eaten. And then the quesadilla, which I only ate one of the slices. The other ones are very much available to be eaten. What about y'all?
Yeah, like I said, none of my stuff is finished, so I'm gonna.
I was kind of like eating along before each selection, so like I finished my Dorito taco first because I was just like so underwhelmed. I just was like, all right, let's get out of the way.
That's interesting.
I still have a slice of quesadilla left, and then everything else is now gone.
Wow.
To my shame.
Good. Shout out. No, not at all. No, I'm glad you guys got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the Taco Bell rankings. Yeah, we're definitely gonna, if it's okay with everyone, let's take a pause. Let's regroup. Just to handle some business.
Recalibrate.
Yeah, recalibrate.
Let Miguel eat.
I'm gonna have a quick bite of a couple of these things, but I'm gonna put the rest away because I
gotta take a shit.
I have a vision of a post podcast ecstasy. Okay, so.
Look at us for I thought this was going to go by quick. I didn't realize we were going to hit about 45 minutes. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
All right, we'll be back in a second.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
We're back, everybody. We're so full with our tum-tums. We had such a good episode with the Taco Bell. It's time to go back to what we're usually here for. That's for the news, for some movie trailers, and for what we're into.
Let's get drunk.
Let's get drunk. Let's get punchy. This week, there's not that much news. There are two trailers. One trailer, really some big news with this trailer here, because our boy DDL Drizzy is back at it again. He said, "I'm never acting again." And then his son was like, "Dad, I need you to act." And he was like, "Okay." We're talking about Daniel Day-Lewis, the one, the only Daniel Day-Lewis. Ed, tell us about this this trailer.
Yeah. So it's Anemone, coming from as you said, Daniel Day-Lewis's son Ronan Day-Lewis. Doesn't have quite the same ring, but there you go. And yeah, so it's funny because last week we were talking about a bunch of trailers. We were talking about Keeper, the new trailer from Osgood Perkins, and how that felt similar to Weapons and other horror movies. I feel the same about this trailer in that regard. However, yes, we do get Daniel Day-Lewis teaming up with Sean Bean, which in my lifetime I never thought I would see, but I'm quite happy because I love them both as actors. And it basically follows a former soldier who reunites with his brother after living in isolation in the woods of northern England for 20 years. This is set to come out October 3rd in the US, limited release, I think. But yeah, I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis, he's coming back. Whether for more, I don't know. I would love for him to do something else with Martin Scorsese, but I'll take this. If you're not drawn by that alone, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? It automatically starts out with stunning visuals and imagery.
Yes.
So if you're worried about his son giving you that stunning visuals, fear not. It's very stunning, and I feel like it reminds me of like some horror films. I think what it reminded me of was a little bit of a little flavor of 28 Years Later. The way it would like sharply cut from things like you gotta help. I don't know, just like the way that it like does these quick little flashes of like art. You know what I mean, or imagery. And this like pending doom.
It felt like there was some flourishes of, some There Will Be Blood in there. You know what I mean? You've got this pioneer out in the woods, chopping wood, kind of like The Witch. If we're making comparisons, but also that moment where he's like laughing in the.
No.
There's that moment at the beginning of the trailer where he's like laughing about something in the campfire, and that reminds me of that scene in There Will Be Blood where he's like, I don't like people, shit like that. And that's what that moment felt like. It was mirroring, I guess. But I don't know. Yeah. Miguel, thoughts?
I watched it a few days ago now, so it's not as fresh on my mind. But I do remember thinking, oh, this is nice that Daniel Day-Lewis. It's kind of like he is so seclusive. Is that the right? He just doesn't come out very often, and when he chooses a project, it does feel like, okay, he chose to do this.
Yeah.
So he feels passionate about whatever it is he's doing. He's putting in all of his effort. So, and when he doesn't really say, if I remember correctly, he doesn't say a lot of lines in the trailer. So I remember when I finally heard his voice later in the trailer, I was just like, oh, okay, like a little bit of an accent, not what I was quite expecting.
Northern England.
Yeah, and he's got a very distinct look, and I'm just like, that's very Daniel Day-Lewis in my mind. It's like you could put all of them in a room and they all don't look alike. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
So I'm excited about that. My God, I'm not going to just get on my soapbox about this, but it's like, it feels a little silly that your dad is Daniel Day-Lewis and you can get him to be the lead in your movie on your very first, you know what I mean, feature film. And it's just kind of like, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and who gives a shit really, but it's just like, okay, good for you, bud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your
son came up to you and brought you back from retirement, and he was like, Dad, I want you to act in my film, you'd probably say yes.
Sure, and maybe there's something special about that. And maybe I just imagine him being super intense and being like, you know what I mean? This isn't how you direct. You know what I mean? Like, like really giving him shit. I don't know. Maybe it was a great time or a horrible time. I don't know. And, I'm not like 100% sold. I actually don't really see a lot of Daniel Day-Lewis movies in theaters. I feel like I'm always... I feel like I'm almost exclusively watching those. Ed looks so upset, disgusted, even baring his fangs at me. But I just think, I could watch a Daniel Day-Lewis film at home. Like, it's usually like an intense thing that I can enjoy on a smaller screen anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to be rushing to see this one.
No, I think it will probably be the case for a lot of people, is just the curiosity of seeing him on screen again.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I have seen the last 3, 4, at least the last 4 Daniel Day Lewis films in theaters.
That's insane. As I finished my thought a second ago, I realized I don't think I've seen any Daniel Day-Lewis movie in theaters. Like, not even There Will Be Blood. I'm pretty sure I watched that at home shortly after it came out.
You didn't see 9?
No, I never saw 9. I never saw what was it? Threads, whatever that movie was.
Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
Lincoln?
No, I never saw Lincoln either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the movies that I have seen, for sure, they were at home. It was like Last of the Mohicans. My mom loved that movie. We watched it a lot growing up. There Will Be Blood. I watched that a few times. I'm trying to think of, like, what's the movie? Maybe Gangs of New York. I think I watched that one a good handful of times too at home.
I was going to say, there's no fucking way you saw that in theaters.
No, like I'm saying, I just meant, like, what are the? I'm trying to think, what's the Daniel Day-Lewis movie that I've seen the most, and maybe it was Gangs of New York.
That's probably one for me too. I think seen that the most. Like, I rented that a lot when I first moved over here.
Love it.
Yeah. But yeah,
wasn't there like an like a puppet or like Anemone is making me think of, who's that movie where the guy's like, the puppet is like wiping his mirror, like
Anomalisa.
Yeah, Anomalisa.
What is it?
Anomalisa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's where my brain went, and I was just like, that doesn't seem right. I don't think that movie was also called an enemy.
No,
Anomalisa. Anomalisa. What is that art style called? What is that? Because I'm thinking puppets like
stop motion.
Stop motion. I couldn't. Yeah, I was like, all I kept thinking was America.
Gangster
World Police or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no.
Not gonna be rushing to see this one, but doesn't mean I'm harboring ill will or anything. I just I don't really rush to
Miguel's
see
not a movie guy.
I tell you what, though, this year you would think differently. If you know what I mean. I saw a lot of movies.
You've got 19 in theaters so far.
Can I ask you something? Can we just pause real quick? I'm sorry, I've never really thought to address this, but can I now while I'm thinking about it? Is
okay.
Like, why do you keep track of how many movies I've seen?
I think since the
and a follow-up question, like, are you like writing this information down somewhere?
starting this year, I do have a list officially.
No, this is not just this year. You've done this before.
Well, no. Previously, I had tried to surmise what you had seen just retrospectively, but now I'm trying to actively keep it up. Key reason being, Miguel, first year we had this fucking podcast.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the year, top 10 ranking, you only came up with... You came up with 7 fucking movies, even though I know you had seen a lot more than that, but you were just being fucking stubborn. And then 2 years since that, you're just like, I just feel like I never saw any movies this year. And au contraire, my friend, you've seen, what was it last year? Fucking the 10th anniversary of Interstellar winded up on your fucking top 10. But you had forgotten a handful of really good movies that you yourself had said, "Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that."
I do remember that moment, but I do not apologize for putting Interstellar on that list.
No, I know you don't, but because of that, I just thought I'd help a brother out and keep track for you.
But can I say something though? When I'm like, oh hey, you guys, I'm gonna go see this movie. Ed, do you like pull out this like journal and you're like, and then now Miguel saw 28 years later.
I do. Yeah, I add it.
Review pending.
when I know for sure you've seen it. I did put like a little in parentheses next to the bad guys too, where you had told me you had fallen asleep.
I did.
So I put slept.
That's fair. Can we get you want to just hit us with a list real quick?
Yeah.
You want to update? All right, Miguel 2025.
He has it ready to go though. That's the thing.
Might as well.
I just pulled it up. Dogman, 28 Years Later, Elio, Sinners, Mickey 17, Thunderbolts, Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up, F1, the movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, How to Train Your Dragon, Lilo and Stitch, Minecraft, the movie.
You guys can tell I have a kid.
Captain America, Brave New World. This one wasn't in theaters, but Predator, Killer of Killers. Superman, Eddington, The Fantastic Four, First Steps, The Bad Guys 2, Slept, and Weapons.
Wow. Eddington being on that list is kind of surprising, I think. You know what I mean?
I'm so glad that you saw it, though.
of all of those, like, it is wild that I saw that movie, you know. And I did see a lot of kids movies. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's a good balance though. I mean, you know, you've seen like a good, yeah, you've seen a lot, Miguel. You've done well this year.
Look
And
at us.
maybe we're just cooking,
We're just getting started. Wait till Oscar season.
It is Oscar. We're entering into that right now. Actually, look at all these trailers.
This is where I hop
know?
off the podcast for like 2 months straight. I'm like, I'm good, you guys.
Guys, I'm busy. Guys, I'm just not feeling it.
I'll tell you.
Guys, I don't want to watch Alien Earth.
I mean, I straight up said, please don't make me watch Peacemaker. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want to watch this.
You don't watch Alien Earth.
You don't even watch something you do like.
Yeah, like I said, I think I said I was gonna watch Alien Earth on my own time. Like I wasn't gonna rush to watch.
I just don't like being told what to do.
I'd say this, and God, I know. I'm sorry. I'm in therapy, but I would say we have just really locked into Severance, and so that's like the TV show we're watching right now. And it's like if I'm not watching Severance, I'm doing the podcast or I'm playing Fortnite. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not watching a lot of TV shows. So.
And I know like Severance is a laugh riot, so I mean you could mix it up with some horror, but I'm being facetious.
Joke? Okay,
yes,
all right. It's hard to tell with you sometimes because sometimes you're dead serious about things.
Severance is hilarious. What's
you
want
to know something? That? You want to know something? I have had a few laughs at Severance, so we can talk about it later. Okay. Boom.
Okay. All right. Moving on. So Anemone, it's coming out in October. Welcome back, Daniel Day-Lewis. If anything, it's just good to see a pretty face. Another pretty face that I'm looking forward to seeing. Fucking Josh O'Connor, he's back, baby. The soon-to-be announced James Bond is playing the Mastermind in.
No,
what?
He's not going to be James Bond.
No, he won't.
He says
because people are stupid, but he would be great.
They're really pushing for Aaron Taylor Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised.
That beefcake.
Honestly, no, he's too old.
I was going to say he's too old. Unfortunately,
I mean, if we're in a world where Aaron Taylor Johnson is too old to play Bond, then I don't want to be.
He could play Bond absolutely right now. No problem.
Let's do it now. Let's go.
But then think about how long it took for Daniel Day.
No, he's 35. He's not that old.
Daniel Craig
started in his 40s. Fucking Roger Moore didn't rap it until he was 65.
I know. Like, I just think. I'm
not saying that's the president.
This is a 2025 Amazon-owned Bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they want him young.
I'm aware. Hot. And guess what? They had a great success with challenges, and I think Josh O'Connor would be perfect.
He'd be the first James Bond that he'd be like, "I hear you coming. I smelled you with my rat nose." No, I'm joking. Cut that.
No, keep that in there, you fucking prick. All right, so the Mastermind, which looks like a fun little ditty from director Kelly Reichardt. It just follows Josh O'Connor in 1970, who plays Mooney, and two cohorts wander into a museum in broad daylight and steal 4 paintings. When holding on to the art proves more difficult than stealing them, Mooney is relegated to a life on the run. Yeah, I mean, I'm locked in on Josh O'Connor projects. So obviously,
did you even watch the trailer
for this?
Yeah.
But
would you have if they were like the movie's out?
Here's Aaron Taylor Johnson and the Mastermind. I'd be like, nope.
But without seeing the trailer, if they were like, you can see a preview right now without knowing anything about it, other than Josh, whatever his name is in the movie, would you go see it? Off the name of him alone, would you go see any project? That's what I'm asking.
I think so.
Why are you thinking about it? I'm asking you.
The answer is an immediate yes. I know.
A slam dunk question. Yeah.
I have a journal of things that Ed will say yes to automatically. Okay, Josh O'Connor is one of them.
Number one, it's the picture is on the journal.
But on top of Josh O'Connor, it also has Hope Davis.
On top of Josh O'Connor is what you wish. All right.
With a little Zendaya in between. But yeah, no, I mean, it looks like a fun little low-key caper film set during the 1970s. I don't know. It looks like a beautifully shot film.
Josh O'Connor has a knack for playing these like average Joe Americans. I don't know.
Mhm.
Is he American? No, he's not.
No, he's fucking not, brother.
He's rodent.
Would not be eligible to play James Bond otherwise. You are so mean. You're just
It's so
fucking mean. Such a prick. Anyway, I think he has a lot to offer, and the Mastermind also looks like it has a lot to offer. And I will be seeing it when it hits theaters on October 17th.
2 October movies, man. You got a birthday.
It's like right around the corner. I'm not going to have time, am I? In it. And I squeezed this one at the very end, and I know you guys didn't watch it, but and I knew you would have fled from it. This one's coming out December 12th. Hamnet. This is like a big Oscar front runner currently from
What's it
director Chloe Zhao, who directed
Eternals.
Eternals, yeah. And
I watched the trailer. Don't tell me what I do or do. Don't tell me what I do or don't do. Also, about Mastermind, that's the second movie. You ever heard of Mubi? Mubi is they're like,
Yes.
subscription service. You go there and you can get some high quality movies. The first movie that they distributed was hit me. Substance. Substance was the first movie they distributed after Universal canceled it. So they were like, hey, we'll get in the game of distribution. Mastermind is the second iteration of that. All right, let's move on to Hamnet, which would rock in the 2000s. I'll tell you that right now. This is like a movie that would, and a good score too.
It sounded like it, yeah. It's the story of Agnes, the wife of William Shakespeare, as she struggles to come to terms with the loss of her only son, Hamnet. A human and heart-stopping story is the backdrop to the creation of Shakespeare's most famous play, Hamlet.
That's sad.
Yes.
I'll go. Yeah,
And it's got Jesse Buckley and Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
And it's the second movie with it. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I'm mixing up the actors. But Emily Watson is also in it. Joe Alwyn, etc. This is like this is the 21st century version of Shakespeare in Love.
Yes.
You love a sad movie too. If a child dies,
that's the starting point.
Not that Ed's rooting for that to happen, but Ed wants to sit in that trauma.
I want to feel.
Yeah.
Because
isn't it kind of odd that like you have to go to such an extreme to feel an emotion?
If by extreme you mean watching a fucking movie, then
about
yes.
A dead kid, you know. You talked about that one time. I'll always remember it. It was something about, it was like Shia LaBeouf was in it or something, and it was like it starts with an abortion or something like that.
Oh, a miscarriage. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one was just like misery porn. I didn't enjoy that one.
Don't lie.
I didn't. I need something like I need like a good. That was just depressing to watch. I didn't get to
What's the loudest release? What's the loudest you've ever sobbed in a movie theater?
I've said it multiple times, but I was pretty loose when I saw Maestro. I was just like, it's just like that one tore me up. That was the most.
How many people were in the theater with you when you did that? Was it a pretty full theater, or was it just like?
I was having to share a booth. I was at the iPic, and they have like 2-seater booths. And I was next to a woman who ordered a whole nachos to herself, and didn't offer any to me. And but
because you were blubbering the entire time.
I was a little drunk.
She turns her shoulder. This way a little bit.
If he's mine.
Could you imagine just the sounds of a grown man sobbing and she's like crunching nachos at the same time? Like,
yeah. I mean, equals pequals, I guess. But yeah.
Did you like look at her at the end of the movie with like snot coming out of your nose, like Viola Davis, and you were like,
no, I just hit my face.
Was that good? Did you like that one too? The smell of your nachos really.
Another example was during the pandemic when I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once for the first time. That movie elicited all kinds of emotions from me, but I had to wear a mask throughout the whole thing, so I was able to stifle and cover and also there's social distancing at that time. So
I'm a tear wiper. I try to get it quick. You know what I mean? Like if something catches me.
There are some there are some things where if it's just like I'm having to constantly wipe, I'm just gonna let it stream, and then when the sad bit is over, I'll just like at the end. Can't keep up with it.
Luis
Anyway.
never cries in movies, so he's
a robot. He's an android.
No, last year I sobbed the most I've ever sobbed in movies.
What was it?
Yeah, so the first time was the robot movie.
Oh, Wild Robot?
Oh, Wild Robot.
Is that the one with Lupita Nyong'o?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brother. I was sobbing, and then I was like, and then I said, I've never sobbed like this before. Like, I don't remember the last time, is what I said. I don't remember the last time I sobbed like this before. And I don't even have a kid. Imagine if I had a kid, I'm fucked. I'm gonna be in the mental institution for 2 days after that movie. But then after that, I saw Flo. And Flo, I even sobbed more because obviously I have, I'm a cat dad, and that fucked me up too. So
you're a cat.
Animals and kids, that'll fuck me up.
What's crazy is I saw the Wild Robot and with my son, and he was sitting right next to me the entire time, having a great time. And during the bit where I was like crying, I don't want to say hard, but I was like, I was flowing. Tears were flowing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, he goes, he was smiling. That was so fun. And I was like, cool.
It's like when I watched Inside Out with like my nephews who were like running around like hee-ha. And that movie, like when the Bing Bong portion happens, I'm always like I don't want to ever see that movie because of that Bing Bong portion. So I can't even honestly like
Toy Story 3.
I cry more in animated films than I guess in real movies. I'm like, yeah, that's life. You know what I mean? Grow up.
Yeah.
But like for some reason, the innocence of a kid.
Depends, but
yeah, there's a certain innocence that comes with it.
I cried during How to Train Your Dragon, the live action one. You know what I mean? It was like,
did you really?
Yeah,
the tail end. Yeah,
I had to stifle a little bit of a whimper there towards the end.
It surprised me. I was like,
Lilo and Stitch for me.
Lilo and Stitch, yeah, that one got me pretty hard too. I wiped a lot of tears on that one.
See, Lilo and Stitch, not so much for me, but I know it did have like people in my screening were very visibly crying.
For me, it was when she was just so sad that he almost drowned. You know what I mean? And you thought he died, which I was like, do it like that.
Do it, yeah.
That would really set this apart.
Kill him.
No, of course they would never. But the fact that she was so sad, and y'all know me, I'm pretty cold on child actors because it could be really whatever. And she really sold it at the end. I thought she was doing such a great job. But yeah, first off, this Taco Bell episode has just really turned us into like, what if we just vibe? You know what I mean? Look at us. We're just having these fun little.
What if we?
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to rebrand ourselves. That I got that thing that I'm working on.
We're chill,
like
dude.
That picture would just be like us vibing.
We are a vibe.
We're trying to rebrand, or I'm trying to rebrand a little bit. Hopefully next year.
Next year you'll see two new Luis and two new hosts.
No, like a new logo and stuff, right?
We should do a contest.
Secretly, you guys
submit your ideas.
You can submit them.
Luis already has a vision.
Oh, my bad, babies. No, it's not happening.
Unless it blows me away, I'm like, God damn, that's good. Then I'll do it, But I got a pretty solid like idea. I mean, listen, obviously you guys can say too. I just like to take initiative on it, and I don't want to feel like I'm in control. I have an idea.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to move forward. We're going to talk about what we're into. Miguel,
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Take it away,
guys. Ed, I can't remember. Did you say you saw Severance?
No,
you haven't, right?
Right.
So I'm only saying that because I won't spoil it too much. But
do you even listen to me?
Don't start. Don't
on this
start.
podcast.
Don't fucking start. Ed was really happy that Luis and I got into that little argument a couple episodes ago. He could not stop giggling about that.
I was like, yeah.
He's like, finally, it's not me. You two fight. You're always sucking each other's cocks.
Never. The one, if I turn on Apple TV at this point, the one I'm going to go after is the studio. I think that one appeals to me more at this time.
we paused the studio because we got heavy into Severance, but we
that's
were
fair.
really enjoying.
That's
We were
okay.
really enjoying the studio. We're
That's okay.
episode 4 or so.
That's okay.
So we will for sure go back and finish that. And I was flicking through Apple TV, and I was like, "Fuck it, you know what? Let me just start watching these shows. Like let me just start."
You did
getting them
Ted
in.
Lasso, right?
I did Ted Lasso. We
Okay.
enjoyed that. It really that was and very similar to
I also
Severance.
recommend Stick. Stick is like a very easy, like we're having lunch show. You just throw it on, no stress.
And I kind of want that.
Owen Wilson's like a blast. Oh, you don't want.
Oh.
You want to have stress while you're watching.
No, I'm saying I do want that. I want that low key vibe background.
You got to have your different flavors where like we're locking in, we're not paying attention, we're laughing, nothing's too
Right.
serious. And so like Stick is very much like, you know, it's a lunch, easy watch. Owen Wilson being Owen Wilson. You're having just a good Mark Maron's in it. Anyway, sorry, Severance.
Yeah, but also Shrinking. I want to watch. Studio. I want to finish. I
Shrinking's
kind
good.
of like Jason Momoa has those 2 shows that I think are very similar.
I want to
at
watch
least.
Slow Horses too.
Yes,
I do want to watch Slow Horses. Yeah,
I hear great things about that.
So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, all right, like maybe I'll just give Apple TV a chance because I'm not finding
Apple TV
you know what I mean?
marathon.
I'm not finding anything else anywhere.
Yeah, there's
So, guys,
not much content out there.
We finally watched Severance season 1. Luis, you guys have done season 2 by now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so please don't. We're only like 2 episodes into season 2.
I'm not going to say anything. Don't worry. I can have a very clear distinction between the 2 seasons.
Okay, I love that. But it was season 1 was one that we started like maybe 4 times. We watched that first half of the first episode so many times, and finally we sat down because Kristen watched the first episode by herself, and then I got mad. I was like, well, not mad, but I was just like, "What? You watched it?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You're gonna want to watch it," and I was like, "Okay, let's do it." So we started it. And I mean, just got hooked right away by the second episode, I think. Yeah. And this is one of those kind of like, oh man, I need to go back and now pick up on the hints that they're dropping because there was so much to reveal at the very end of season 1. And I thought the last episode of season 1, when it ended, I was like, oh my God, that was so good. I want more right away. And then it clicked with me. It dawned on me that, oh my God, people had to wait like 3 years after this episode before the second season came out again. Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God, kill me if I had to endure that wait because it ends on such a good moment. That it was like, oh man, they have been building to this. And so the end of the first episode has a really great reveal. And when that happened, that was when I was like, oh, I'm into this show. Like, okay, this like corporate, I don't want to say espionage because it's not quite that, but like this like corporate, I don't know, like workplace drama that's so much more than just like the humdrum of everyday life. It really elevates it, makes it so good. The performances are really great. John Turturro and Christopher Walken are so good. And I was telling Kristen the storyline that they do with those two, I was like, first off, it's wild enough that both of them are on screen together. Like they are great. You know what I mean? And the fact that they are both like setting aside ego and really putting forth great character development, I'm just like, oh man, they super get what they're going for with these characters. And it just makes me care for them so much. And I just think John Turturro, it was so funny. It's like, I'm thinking about like the Batman, you know what I mean? It's like they're 2 totally different types of characters. And he's just so good in the way he can do subtlety. But everyone is doing a really great job. The only one that I'm like, not super like, I'm like, oh, okay, is Patricia Arquette. That's who that is, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
From Boyhood. Ed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember from Boyhood? You remember her?
That fucking movie.
No, she's the only one that I'm like, you sometimes feel like you're in a different movie. Like you sometimes feel like you're kind of, but then I'm like, maybe that's the point. Because like at the end you get the sense that she's kind of like in the cult of it all. And she's very dramatic and kind of theatrical at times. And it's like, okay, sometimes I don't think that works. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I see kind of what you're doing.
But not like this dramatic in the sense where it's like overtly big. Sometimes she's like very small and subtle. You know what I mean? She's dramatic in how.
I kind of disagree with that. I think she is.
Because in her time she's like, you better fucking find. Like she's just like she's very like quiet. Well, I've never seen her scream or anything. Has she scrumped? Maybe I forgot.
Has she scrumped? Yeah,
she scrumped. Yeah,
yeah. She scroed. I just
remember being like so fucking like, you better shut the fuck up. You know,
at the end, she kind of has like a crash out moment. What's really great is this whole. It's very similar to Westworld. Like, do you remember in Westworld season 1 when you were like trying to kind of figure out as the show went on who's a robot, who's not a robot? You know what I mean? What's great about this? It's like who's severed, who's not severed.
Yeah.
And also what can a severed person really accomplish, you know what I mean, in terms of like getting out into the world and breaking free from this thing. And it's just like edge of my seat through most of the season. We started season 2 and right away you can tell the production value, which was already really good, went up a notch, you know. It's just everything just looks so delicious on screen. The first episode they didn't have the title sequence, and I was mad. I was like, don't get rid of that. That's so good. The music is good, the animation is good, but then by the second episode it comes back, new one. It's the new intro, and it's also really good. And they haven't revealed what the twist that I think is going to be revealed early on, but I think I've called it. I think I know what's happening with a certain character. But it is just, man, 10 out of 10, juicy drama. Ed, I think you guys would love Severance. But I know I'm not always taking your recommendations. So if you don't take one of mine, that's fair. You know?
I think that's fair.
I just said that's fair. You heard me say that, right?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with you. I think that's fair. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I liked about season 1 is how when they're the severed ones of all these characters, they act like little babies, little kids. And I think that's so interesting to see like this kid mentality in like in this adult world trying to navigate it and seeing how they like stumble with like discovery and love and flirting and trying to understand things. It's like they're like just these little kids.
And they kind of make that point a little bit throughout this season too about being like that your Severance person is only X number of years old, you know? And so it's like you are grown-ups in a grown-up body and there's grown-up mentality about you, but you're right. There is like an innocence and a naivete about it. And there's even I won't spoil too much, but there's one episode early on in season 2 where he goes like, those are my friends. And I was just thinking about my son tonight we were telling him he had his first soccer practice and there might be a couple new kids there that might be shy and you should go up and say, hey, I'm my name and what's your name? And he goes, actually, I don't like to start like that. I like to go up to them and say, do you want to be my friend? And it's like, to your point is, first off, I love him. What a great thought. But also that to your point is that's such a kid mentality to use that phrase. And so when he was like, these are my friends, like it feels like,
wow.
Yeah, you're right.
Imagine going to a bar. Hey, you want to be my friend? Just like
bro, adults should do it more often. I honestly, and we should be more brave. Kids just they don't have that fear just yet. But anyway, no, Severance is so good. I love the setting. I love that they're in this like nondescript town. And it's like you can tell it's up north somewhere because it's like all snowy and dark and the twists and the reveals in season 1 are so good that I just cannot wait to lock in for the rest of season 2. It is our show at the moment. So great time. 10 out of 10. I have to say something that's so wild. And Luis, I think you'll kind of get this because you and Eric both like are in the business, you know what I mean, of it all, and Sarah as well, and all this and that. But it's just so funny to me because Eric, I was telling him, oh, I'm watching Severance, and he goes, oh yeah, you know, I'm blanking on his name, the guy that plays Milchick, that he's blowing up right now. He was just in Mission Impossible. Trammell. I'm blanking on his.
I don't remember his name.
It's like Trevor Trammell or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And Eric goes, oh yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and I'm just like, oh, You're so industry sometimes.
What do you mean a good friend of mine? Like
he goes,
having coffee with each other?
No, he said they used to live like almost next to each other in New York, and before he blew up, like they were friendly and like they know each other.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, that's everyone I know, not just you guys, but like everyone I know that's like gotten into the business. There's just this like Hollywood of it all, where it's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. And not that he's not, I'm not saying he's lying or anything, but I'm just like, oh man. And that, what's also funny is in that same conversation, he started to go, so why do you guys always talk about like Apple products? Why don't you guys ever talk about Android? And I was like, ugh, Eric, because we just don't. Okay, we're just not Android
Listen,
people.
Eric, I dipped my toe into the Android world with the Google Pixel 3. Okay, we can talk about that.
I said the same thing.
Yeah,
because I did a Pixel too.
Bro, you were Pixel, and then we were Pixel bros for a bit, and then you jump ship, and then I jump ship.
And you know why I jump ship, though, is because people like Ed did this, was like, your bubbles are green. And it bullied me into...
Fuck off. No.
No, don't act like it now. Don't act like it now.
No, I totally did, but also because that's such a Miguel thing to do. But number two, because you would. But number two, like, you found your own technical problems with the fucking thing, and then you
was the
convinced yourself. I don't fucking remember because I don't fucking care. You've been on a fucking Apple phone since, so who gives a fuck?
I remember what it was.
But do not make it seem like I single-handedly bullied you about the bubble.
It wasn't single-handedly, but it was a group of people that were like, you're green, and I don't like that you're green. And I was like, ugh, I'm so sick of this conversation, so I'm just going to go back. The technical issue I had was, because the phone was perfect. The phone was perfect. Was the fact that this was before iPhones had the USB-C charger, and so most people had a Lightning charger, and sometimes I couldn't find the USB-C charger.
You're ahead of your time.
And it was ahead of the time. Now, to that point, that's what Eric was saying when we were talking about Android versus Apple. He goes, it's just like so often Apple gets a new feature and it's like Android has already been doing that. And I was hey,
but it takes time for Apple to perfect it and to make it seamless into their product.
What I told him was like, hey man, I've really enjoyed getting
Eric's pissed right now. He's like, how dare you say that about Android?
I was like, I'm really happy that we reconnected over this last year or two. Let's don't ruin that now. You know, like, we don't need to do the whole Apple versus Android thing. You know, we can just let that one.
I could have a conversation. I could represent us in talking to Eric about it.
Well, he super wants us to.
There are moments where he's right. There are moments, yes. The Android does have things of over iPhone, but it's a lifestyle, and certain people do. Like, for example, Miguel, would you rather play on a PC or a console?
Now, okay. Y'all know I'm a console boy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm against a PC, okay? But yeah, I would go console.
Me too. I don't have the wherewithal or the knowledge or the intensity to go to a PC and to live my life. Can I get better graphics on it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Can I easily swap things out? For sure, bruh. But like, I don't want that kind of life. I don't have the time to stress out about these little nuances, you know?
I tell you what, this is an Eric heavy episode because we've already did the Taco Bell, which is his suggestion, but we should do he said you guys should do like a Google event sometime, and maybe we'll sprinkle one of those.
Listen, I have done a Google event on this fucking podcast. Okay.
Bitch.
So how about start paying attention, Eric? You're gonna start triggering me. All right, Ed, you've watched some things.
I did. Just keeping up with Alien Earth. I didn't think we would get too much into it other than to say
it's so good.
We're on the 4th episode.
Don't try to get on here. You can't just be watching
I'm gonna watch it in my own time.
You can't be watching TikToks and memes thinking you understand what's happening. Like that doesn't give you license to say what's happening. All right.
Yeah.
I have a license. I don't know what you're talking about. See how that felt, Luis? See how that felt, Luis?
Actually, I love it.
No.
On episode 4, it's still going strong. Luis, are you still up to date with it, or?
I had to turn in early. Remember, I had that talk about me sleeping, trying to get more sleep in my life, making me preventing me from. That was last night. Yeah, I was like, I can't be bad every week. So, but tonight might be the night. Tonight's the night.
But literally, right now, for me, it is that. It's that one show a week that I've been like looking forward to.
It's like HBO Sunday show where it's like once Tuesday hits, you're like, yes, new episode.
It's Alien. Yeah, like what's gonna happen?
I'll probably get back on it next week. I just had to. I was so drunk this weekend, so I needed to like recover. Oh my god, I have a story I could tell you guys after the podcast about what happened because it's. I love creating new memories because I never want to be that person who's like, remember in high school? Like, no, remember like 2 years ago? Remember last week? Like, I like having fresh stories where adventures are happening, and
yeah, absolutely.
so I'll tell you
And
about my
one
adventure
happened,
later.
but we can't hear about it just now.
We can't hear it on the pod. No, I can't say that on the pod.
Okay. Gonna get in trouble. Yeah, so that's really it. I did watch Peacemaker because I didn't know if we were going to talk about it or not. But it's not a show that I was like, super duper pumped to dive back into, frankly. I don't remember bits and bobs from the first season. I thought it was fine. But this one started with an orgy, so I was like, yeah.
Whoa,
Fuck yeah.
whoa. Spoilers.
Fuck yeah. Oh, there's people fucking around in the room.
Hey, it's equal opportunity. I tell you what, everyone's naked.
Everyone is naked, except for John Cena, which is
Well,
a
he's
little
depressed.
disappointing.
Okay, he can't.
That's
you
true.
know.
He's sad.
He's sad.
Lost
Yeah.
his brother. Lost his dad.
Can I say one thing about the DC that the new DCU that I'm kind of like, no. And when I saw someone complain about this on Threads the other day, the whole thread was like, oh wow, actors act like, oh, you can't like suspend your disbelief. You're a fucking loser. But here's the thing: I agreed with the guy on this topic. I have to find the thread, but it's essentially this. Do you guys know Frank Grillo? All right, Grillo,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
he is playing Flag Senior, who
Mhm.
is Joel Kinnaman in Suicide Squad. He's playing his dad.
Right.
Okay, do you guys know who I'm talking about? You guys see the two faces?
Yes,
you guys see the two
Yeah,
actors in your head?
absolutely. Yeah.
Guys, I understand that actors, like, there have been moments where, like, the example that was given in that thread was Sean Connery and Harrison Ford in the last Indiana Jones movie.
Okay,
Or the third
that's-
movie, excuse me.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
But what I would say, they were closer in age in that movie. And so the thing is, oh, he had the baby young or whatever, this and that. I would tell you this,
are
though.
you saying Sean Connery and Harrison Ford's age are closer in that movie?
No, sorry. In real life, they are closer in age than they portray them as in Indiana
Right.
Jones 3.
Okay.
They
in
were
real
only
life-
like something like 10 years apart.
They
or
could
something
never
like that.
actually be father and son. But can I
Yeah.
tell you this? That's a solid example because they fucking look like they are father and son.
Right.
And that's my whole thing. Because someone else also mentioned in F1, Jameson Idris in F1, his mom from Ted Lasso,
Yeah.
they're
yeah.
also pretty close in age. But what I would say is this: if it looks believable,
And it is believable.
then it's believable. But
Exactly.
to me, Frank Grillo and Joel Kinnaman, I'm sorry, no, you do
I
not
agree.
look.
There was when they said that, I was like, hold on, replay that back. What are you saying? That's the
And I don't
father?
care-
I thought the same thing. It's too.
I don't
yeah,
care the story justification for it all. I'm sure that's fine. People have babies young all the time. I'm not negating that, but you do not look more than a year older than each other. You know what I mean? In fact, Joel Kinnaman could also be older than you. You know what I mean?
I would say a 10-year. It looks like a 10-year difference is how I would.
Okay, that's fair. But I'm just saying, that you do not look anywhere close to believable of father and son.
No.
And now I will, if I have to, I will suspend my disbelief about it and not get on my soapbox about it. But I'm just like, no.
I
Just
agree.
to clarify, Sean Connery and Harrison Ford were 12 years apart.
They didn't look it. They looked very
They
much
don't
like
look it.
father and son.
They are 12 years apart. Oh, well, I guess Sean Connery passed away not too long ago.
Right, but like at the time of filming, I mean,
You're right.
that gap has remained throughout their entire lives.
Obviously.
They-
That's what I was saying, and then I was like, oh wait, no, he did
Right.
pass away. But yeah, but again, it looked believable. You could see, you are an older man, you are a younger man, and it's age different on screen visually works. And so I took a little whatever, because like that entire thread was really beating that guy up, being like, wow, you're a fucking idiot. Oh God, actors are acting. And it's like, no, I understand they're acting, but that doesn't, I mean, like, it still doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you.
Well, Frank Grillo is a very well kept person, and I think
Yes.
that maybe just adds to the
he keeps himself very healthy looking.
disbelief. Like he's got this massive coif of hair. I'm sure he dyes it regularly. He's ripped to the nines.
Yes, very, very fit, very healthy.
He wears very tight shirts, and whatever. But
Go on, Ed. Tell us a little bit
I'm
more
just
about
saying,
Frank
like,
Grillo.
he's
No,
very but I didn't make that connection really until you pointed it out. I've been wondering why he keeps popping up in these DC movies, but now I get it.
He he plays
He
a
wasn't
character
Superman.
in the Creature Commandos. He's the voiceover for the Frank, the senior guy, and so now you see him
Rick
as
Flag
a
Senior.
Rick
Yeah.
Flag Senior. Yeah,
Rick Flag. Yeah, I kept wanting to say it was Frank. Yeah, it's Rick Flag.
Rick Frank.
Rick Frank.
And Rick Grillo.
Well, thanks for letting me get that off. I'm sorry because I just hadn't seen Peacemaker. So
I
that was
love
really
it.
the only
I
thing I
love
could add.
letting you get off.
Oh, babe. There you go. There you go. I love when it's fun. I love when it's fun and not forced.
No, yeah, I think it's. I watched it. I'm having a good time. Funny. I'll keep watching it. Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it. It's my type of shit. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't.
What's up?
Well, actually, never mind. I'll let you save this conversation because if you do want to get Jeffrey on, and you guys can talk more about it.
Well,
but
I'll probably do like a Jeffrey and me Peacemaker finale.
Special.
If Ed wants to join, I don't want to force anybody, but it is a fun show for me.
I don't necessarily want to like dive into it, but I am curious because like there is some sort of like multiversal thing happening, right? Like they're bringing in the old to the new and trying to justify why Peacemaker stays and other characters don't, right?
Yeah, it's kind of early.
I don't think they. Yeah, they definitely haven't tried to justify it. They've just kind of retconned it and just like, this is it.
I think that people, I don't know yet. As what I say, I think I can't make any decisions until I see the last episode because it could be. I know people are saying that he just flipped it and it's a retcon immediately. However, could that be true? Yes, but I would like to wait to the rest of the season to find out if there's some more to it.
Yeah, sure.
I've just heard so many rumors recently about who is coming back from the like Snyder verse of it all, not just Justice League, but like Harley Quinn movies and all of those. Like obviously Blue Beetle's coming back.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, okay, now that I'm hearing, because like I randomly heard that is it Enchantress, the whatever her name is.
Delevingne.
I hear that she might be coming back, and so it's like
after the Flash, anything can happen. You can get a mix mash of anybody. Like you had George Clooney and you had Michael Keaton with this Flash character. So I feel like whatever iteration you want in any multiverse, fuck it, it can happen. You know, and I feel like that's
No, I'm just curious if they've started explaining the justification of it all. Because
I mean, this isn't a secret, but last year the way he got his helmets, basically his dad has in his house he has a door to an interdimensional portal area, and so he's able to access that, and then he hides his helmets in there, and so that interdimensional portal is revisited in season episode 1, season 2.
Got it.
Where they take it and where it goes, and what are the rules and bounds of it? We're not entirely sure. But
they reference the interdimensional rip that happens in Superman.
Yes.
Oh, like that pocket dimension or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
The black hole, that whole bit.
Yeah, that's why they're monitoring Peacemaker in this one.
Oh, I see.
It's like the point of.
Maybe I should just fucking watch it, but I just like I'm
I just feel like you don't like this comedy. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd rather you direct your attention and energy towards fucking Alien Earth, something that you do like.
Yeah, like I think I'd rather.
And I'm not anti that. I'm not anti that. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm gonna.
But if we ended up with you watching Peacemaker above
before Alien, that would be
that would be a little.
I love Peacemaker, but I mean, you should probably watch Alien Earth first because you love Alien. And like,
I do. I love that franchise. Some ups, some downs, but a lot of hits. God, I love that. It's so good.
I like it too because I just like, again, we talked about Superman earlier. I like the mix of James Gunn, and also I like the little vulnerability he brings to these characters. Like I like the silly and the vulnerability, and it's just the flavor that I like.
I saw a quote from James Gunn that said John Cena has gotten even better as an actor between season 1 and season 2, and has like really emotionally stretched his range a little bit, and I don't know how serious that is because I'm not watching the show, but I do think that's all right.
I think we'll find out and see.
Oh man, I don't want to get into this right now, but James Gunn said something in an interview recently about how he was talking about working with other actors and how they just kind of jump in and they get it. But David Cornsweet really asks a lot of questions and really drags things out a lot. And he was like, I kind of hated working with him. That's a paraphrase. That's not quite what he was saying. But he was like, I kind of hated that because it really was not easy compared to some of the other people I've worked with in other projects. And I have recently kind of been picking up on a vibe that I'm like, wait, I don't know if I like him. You know what I mean?
David?
Yeah, as like a person. like I'm like, I don't know if he seems really like ready to argue about things, and I'm just
I
like,
think he's look, as I know nothing about this man. I mean, it seems like he's just like an inquisitive person who wants to know information, and
I think there's something to
move
be said
forward
about
until
that.
and I think
He's trying to find his creative truth, as it were.
yes,
Yeah, and
I think that I've seen similar things. What I got from it was that he wasn't afraid to at least just challenge where his character was coming from, and he wanted it to be the most honest or truthful to, for James Gunn and for him too. Like, he wanted to honor what James Gunn was trying to do, whilst also capture, the essence of Superman and everything like that. That's all I took it as, and you see a lot of that in that like behind the scenes
You
documentary.
take a lot of things at face value, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Specifically?
I agree with that. Let's take it. We'll take it face value, and we'll die together on this. You know what I mean?
No, I was seeing if I could rage. I was seeing if I could rage bait him. Sorry.
My bad. My bad. That's fucked up. David Cornsweet, try to get on this podcast. Speak your truth. I would love to see Jeremy Strong and James Gunn work together. I would like to see the behind the scenes of that.
Oh, why was I thinking fucking Alfred from the Zack Snyder movies? What's his name? Jeremy Irons. I don't know. I was like, why are we talking about him all of a sudden? No, yeah, Jeremy Strong. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, that would be a treat.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. It's amazing. It's amazing what eating in the podcast will do for us, because I feel like we're like the old days where we could hit 2 hours if we wanted to.
We have gone long.
We've gone longer than usual. I love it. Okay, because I like it because I get to spend more time with you. Okay, so real quick, I finally, it's been raving. It's a big thing. It was the #1 movie of the weekend. K-pop Demon Hunters came out, and people kept talking about it. I had somebody at work being like, you should watch it. I feel like you'll love it. And it just kept popping up everywhere. I watched it. It's fun. It's a moment. The songs are very catchy. I was listening to Sean Evans. He was in our podcast earlier, and he has a podcast now too called Try Your Best. Or is that what it's called?
Shout out.
Try Your. Yeah. Let's get it right. Just try.
I want to get it right. Yeah.
Best.
I'm sorry. I want to make sure I'm saying it right too. Give me just 1 second.
So Sean, he's come to the podcast one time. I'd love to have him on here. We went to high school together, middle school, lower school, all the schools. He has his own podcast, and he was talking about it with his wife Morgan. About K-pop Demon Hunters. It's taking over his family, his son and his daughter. They rank them and all. And so if you're, I know these guys in front of me are parents, but if you're a parent and you want a movie for your kids to sing to, K-pop Demon Hunters is fun. This movie has been out on Netflix for 2 months, and then a sing-along came out in theaters for a very small amount of time. It's just only Saturday, Sunday. And it became the #1 movie of the weekend, just to show you how much people like this movie.
Yeah, take that, Netflix, you cunt.
Suck it. No, shout out to Try Your Best. Just Try Your Best from Sean and Morgan.
Wait, is it just Try Your Best or Try Your Best?
Just Try Your Best.
Just Try Your Best. Available on podcast and
Spotify.
Ed, you're on mute. So. K-pop Demon Hunters, great. Maybe I'll get Sean and we can talk about it. And then lastly but not least, I got a new credit card. It's the DoorDash credit card. Listen, I'm all about my credit card game, to be honest, because if there's one thing that I learned as an adult, if you're responsible, you should be using your credit card all the time, because you're getting basically free money every month. There are moments when I got $300, $200, whatever, in cash back. And it's just like, it's in a time when I really needed that money in a crunch, it comes in and it saves the day. So I'm all about like the points and finding passive ways to make money. And also, if my debit card gets stolen, they can fuck me up. But if a credit card gets stolen, I'm okay. And so I got this DoorDash credit card. I used to use the Sapphire Preferred, a reserved. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, why did you go from Sapphire to DoorDash? What's that about?
So the Chase Sapphire Preferred, I actually got the Sapphire Preferred because when I was going to Europe for my honeymoon, it had great points for traveling, but most of all, there was no foreign transaction fees. And so I was like, fuck it. I've been trying to get a credit card. I've been trying to make my credit better. And then as of late, when I was recovering from my drunken weekend, I saw this thing for a DoorDash credit card. And typically for this, my credit card, it's like 3% back on food, and then 1% back, 2% back on travels, and 1% back on everything else. So basically, I get 3% back on food, and that's it. DoorDash, I eat DoorDash about twice a week. Okay. DoorDash, at least twice a week. So that's 4% back on DoorDash. More money coming back. That's a percentage up, baby. And 3% back on food, and 2% back on fucking groceries, bro. And I get groceries every fucking week, hundreds of dollars of worth. So on top of all the food, the groceries, and the DoorDash, I was like, this one is the one for me. So I'm jumping into the DoorDash credit card world. I'm here for it, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to be part of this.
I didn't realize this until you just started talking about this right now, but it all clicked for me just now.
Yeah.
Is Luis texted me earlier today on the side and was just like, and this is not the first time he said this. He goes, Miguel, you have to get the Fortnite crew pass through Epic Games, through the Fortnite website, because you get all this money back. And he said all this money back, and he goes, it's like $2.45 a month. Yeah. $2.45 a month, or whatever, and that all adds up, and now it's all of a sudden making sense to me. Like, you are on this whole like, what's my cash back game?
Yes,
you know what I mean. And that is what you're on. And I was like, yeah, I could think about that, because like you also a month or so ago you were talking about buying V-Bucks through the site, because you get some ridiculous amount of dollars back.
If you buy V-Bucks on the Fortnite website, like literally, not through PlayStation, not through Switch. If you spend $36.99, you literally get back $7.20 back to your fucking account. That is a lot of money. And if you get a Fortnite crew of $9.99, you immediately get 20% off, which is $2. So combine that $7 with the $2, that's 1,000 V-Bucks for free. That's $10 worth of shit. You know what I mean? And when you put credit cards, I've saved I have $1,000 worth of free money that just came to me. You know, because I'm spending this credit card.
You should put together a class so we could see all of your little tips and tricks. You know what I mean?
No, I have baby tips and tricks. I should have known this a long time ago.
It's a 101. It's a credit card 101.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
would love to get more into investment, into like that kind of stuff, but I don't have the cash flow to do that. I can't be. Things are getting tight over here, so more than ever, my cashbacks I need. You know, it's the only way to survive. Thank you guys for listening to Punch Drunk Nerd. We had a hell of an episode. Tune in next week to see if I get a Taco Bell credit card, if I continue eating at Taco Bell. But until then, next week we're going to do the Summer Movie Wager finale, and we're going to talk about the summer movies. We're going to maybe rank them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to do something summer movie related.
Miguel hates a ranking.
I'm just like, God, at this point, I don't want to think about Summer Movie Wager anymore. I'm so fucking over it.
Maybe we'll just do superlatives, like, you know, the best, the funniest, the stupidest.
Sure, what is like the most fun I had? I did see a lot of them, so maybe we could do it.
We got to have a recap of the summer. Like, that's next week. I will be in Florida during that time, so this time I'll be even later than Ed. I'll be in the East Coast because I'm going to Disney World, baby.
How long are you going to be there for?
From the 3rd to the 7th.
Wow, man. All right. Well, dude, you have a good trip, all right?
Yeah. So if you want to play Fortnite, I'll be on my mobile device.
Let's fucking go.
You'll be like 9:30. Like, is anybody awake? And I'll be like, I'm fucking awake. You bet I'm awake. It's tough on the West Coast because it's like, you know, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm like, is anybody awake? And it's like fucking midnight over there at Ed's place. And he's like,
No, I know
even.
Everybody, I wake up to all these texts. It's just like, Ed, wake up. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock.
Well, the thing is like Steven he went through a phase where he was up all the time like a fucking coke addict. And it was like you would have no problem getting him to play, and now it's been months since I've played with him. It feels
months exactly. I looked at it, thinking it was like at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know what's going on, but he's got to get back to it.
No, I know. And then, well, we'll talk about it later. But anyway, yeah, let's wrap this podcast up. It's been long.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me has been
Miguel Sanchez.
And Ed Bull.
And until next time, later, Gators.